Good morning.
Hey, Seattle.
As always, it's your girls, Jasmine and Shantae.
Welcome to another Thursday morning and another episode of The Way with Jazz and Tay.
We'll be bringing you lots of laughs and class to get you ready for the day and the weekend ahead.
Will it be the way or not the way? Find out and join the conversation.
Now we're going to go ahead and get into our interview with Miss Sharmon. We're going to talk a little bit more about her art and what she does, who she is. Benny, can you go ahead and cue your music into this section, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it?
If I hold my breath, will you save me? Because the breaking of my heart, lungs collapsing. Would you let me die for you?
I want to vogue to that.
So bad. I'm just sitting here. I want to snap. I'm doing all the let me just pose.
Once I learn how to do my death drop,
it's over.
Yeah, that's gonna be my song.
So personally, both of us love it. When we first actually heard it, we watched the music video at the same time, and that was a whole vibe all within itself. Colorful, and I love the visuals that you were giving. What inspired that? Like, what inspired the song?
So the song was actually a poem I wrote in college, where at that particular time I was like breaking up, getting back together with an ex, and at this particular time we were broken up, and my thoughts were like, this person is living their best life, and here I am like waiting around, hoping we get back together again, hoping we start over fresh. And having a conversation with a friend, it was just like, it sounds like you're suffocating yourself, you know, and that's kind of how the lyrics sparked. And, you know, there's a line in the song is like, would you let me die for you? And, you know, just thinking about those words was like, what? Like, why would I die for somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate songs like that, like lyrics where it's like, I will die in love for you. Like, hell no, I want to live. Like, I want to live life. Kind of suffocate my existence, hoping, right? Because it's not guaranteed. So I'm tired of waiting in my existence, hoping that this person is gonna fall back in love with me. Obviously, we're not meant to be. We keep breaking up. So tired of holding on, time to move on. And I made an actual ballad version for my first EP. So if you go on Spotify now, the Sunflower Series Volume 1 features Holding is the original version of this song. And so now I'm about to release Volume 2, the Sunflower Series Volume 2. And Volume 2 is way more energetic, way more upbeat and fun.
Okay.
Because that's where I am in life. It was like my first EP, I was sad. I was like just writing songs to kind of get over, you know, my depression. And then this new album was like a breath of fresh air. And so Holding On was more so like the remix or like the dance mix version of the original ballad, you know.
And so, since you've remixed it, will it be a part of a larger project, or is it just going to be a single?
Yeah, so the full project is called the Sunflower Series Volume 2, Strawberry Blonde. And I called it that because my first volume, I had red hair, and like a lot of people knew me for my red hair. And so when I went blonde, it was like, why are you going blonde? We love the red. But for me, it was more so like a change, literally like a full transformation in personality, and just being like, everything about myself was completely different. And I feel like, not to say blondes have more fun or anything, but I feel like this album is totally like the 80s meets, you know, Chicago house music and soul. A lot of people just kind of know me from my soulful side, but I dance. Like, that's why in the music video, I wanted to make sure I danced, because like on stage,
I saw that and I was like, okay, and she's serving this like choreo. Let's go.
like, it's time to show myself. You know, I'm tired of just like singing on the stage with a piano and a guitar. It's time to really show, like, no, I am a full artist, like performer. I'm not just a songwriter and a singer. Like, I actually can do things.
So is this project, like, is it actually finished, or like, are you still in the process of that? And what has working on this project looked like with the pregnancy, and like, how has that had to change anything, if anything?
Yeah, so funny enough, my album is done. It's just in the mixing stages. You know how you gotta just tweak things. So I actually recorded the whole album during the pandemic. I like something about them like stay in the house. I was like, okay, I got a whole studio in my house, no problem. And literally from like when they shut the city down, and I want to say like February till about maybe like May, August, I recorded all of my songs because I had them written, but we just didn't have production yet. So me and my bandmates, we would link up and literally just all day, just work on production. I also co-produced on the album. So it's like I produced some of the songs and I just grinded it out, sang. And now with the pregnancy, honestly, I haven't been doing anything musical. I think my baby just kind of took all of my energy in a sense of like, I just wanted to focus on her. So I haven't been like practicing or anything, but I've been still working on the creative parts of the album. So like the visuals, you know, the album art. And I actually was pregnant in that music video. I was 3 months pregnant in the music video. A lot of people don't know that. So.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So cool.
Yes.
The female body is just beautiful.
Right?
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Yeah.
World. Hey.
I was actually going to ask that what your plan was since you are pregnant and you're getting ready to have your baby. You know, like how is that going to affect, I guess, your career? Do you plan to kind of hit the ground running as soon as you have your baby? Are you going to spend a little bit of time really like bonding,
nesting?
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing a home birth, so I've already kind of scheduled things in regards to like work. I was working remotely anyway, so luckily for me, I'm able to like be home anyway. And overall, my goal is, a lot of my artist friends just kind of told me like, your daughter has a dope mom, and just hearing them saying that, just kind of that reminder in my head that just because you become a mom, you don't have to change who you are, you know? And I feel like a lot of women do that. They just become the person that they're not because, oh, I have to, you know, be better for my kid. But I'm not a bad person. Like the things that I do, if anything, is just gonna enhance it more because now I have to work harder as far as just getting things done. But I have a great support system. I have a great family who's here to like make sure, you know, she's all right in the case that I have a show or but even with that, I'm very particular about shows. Like I don't do every that comes away anyway. So I'm calculated in the sense that I like to create experiences. I don't like to just do shows. I feel like that's kind of like hamster work in my personal opinion. A lot of people don't realize this pandemic really affected musicians. You know, not all musicians were able to get aid and all of these different things. So for us to like get back into the public space, we're risking our health for one, you know, and there's a lot of factors in performing that a lot of people don't consider. And they just think, oh, you're a musician, you know, we don't have to pay you. And it's like, no, like this is my job.
Right. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, so it's fresh for me. If it makes sense, of course I'll be there, you know, I'll perform. But if it doesn't make sense, I'm not stressing myself out.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Well, I like your perspective and the way that you talked about going into motherhood and work. I think you're going to be a great mom. I think you're going to do great. So
thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I want to move on to some
I was actually
other things that she does because you do a lot.
I know. Let's talk about Drumberries. Like, what was it? Yeah, what was the inspiration behind getting that started? And what is Drumberries?
Do you smoke?
Um,
Do you indulge
comment.
plants?
You just say no comment. Come on.
So I guess that
From my knowledge, it's legal in Seattle, isn't it?
In the state of Washington,
Yeah.
yes.
So, Drumberries is actually I co-own this with another musician by the name of Paris Jamal. You guys probably know him from a Texas.
Yes.
yeah
We interviewed.
Or, so he actually had the idea of owning a dispensary, and through some connections of mine, we were able to basically open our own dispensary. And this is because, Illinois has finally legalized last year. And our goal with it was more than just, we want to sell weed. Like, a lot of people think that's all it's about. But for us, we call it a health and wellness dispensary because we really genuinely want to teach people like how you can use the cannabis plant in different ways you can incorporate it in your life. We sell CBD products as well, and we sell like cooking oils, butter, ice cream, like lotions, hair products. Like, it's not just, the bud where you smoke it. We have different lines of products. And again, like, cannabis is more than just about getting high. It's about helping your body relax. For some people, it gives your body energy. It's so many different like healing mechanisms with cannabis. And we wanted to teach that because I don't know about you all in Seattle, but like in Chicago, because it wasn't legal for so long, a lot of people were just smoking and they don't even know what they smoking. It's like,
Yes. There was
So,
definitely a period of time where it's like, you're picking up and you're just getting whatever they had.
and that's not body. You may not, that particular strand may not be good for your body. Like for me, I personally like sativas more than indicas, but there are some people where you may need an indica for the lifestyle that you have, And so it's like, when you don't even know what you're smoking, like, what does that say about your health? And so for us, we try to make sure we educate on the strand, like what you have, like what's in your food or what's in your product. And yeah, we host live events, we host parties. So it's definitely like a fun way to like make money off something you do on a regular basis,
Yeah. And that was actually like a good way to kind of explain what it is, because a lot of people do talk about how THC and CBD is good for my mental health. Okay, but how? Because a lot of people think like, okay, well, yeah, you just smoke to get high to feel better and forget about it or whatever,
Right.
And so
that was actually
like
my
you said,
main question.
Well, we have a thing in place in our physical body called the cannabinoid system. And so for people, I know like a lot of elders are like, oh, you don't need that, you're just trying to do drugs. But it's like, no, you actually have a part of your nervous system that uses cannabinoids, that, right? So it's like, even just educating our elders, because personally, I don't like medication. I'm not a supporter of like pharmaceutical drugs because I feel like it creates so many other
issues
to the human body. And so just explaining, for example, arthritis, right? Like cannabis has been proven to really help people with arthritis or people who have experienced chemotherapy and help them with their pain, joint pain, specifically CBD. Like we have CBD ointment that people can use on their joints. We have like a tincture that you can put like in your water, or if you have like, say you drink coffee in the morning, it's like little, a liquid solution that you can put in your water. And personally for me, like I'll put it in my smoothie to start my day, and it doesn't make you high. It literally relaxes your body and your nervous system. And that's the difference between like CBD and THC. CBD is more so the component of the cannabis that is not as hyperactive. So it still gives you the same relieving and relaxing effects, but you don't have that, I'm lit feeling, right?
Yeah. So Sharmon, we do want to make sure that we have enough time for the hot topic. So just to keep us on track with everything, we want to quickly ask you about your event that you have tonight. We saw that you've got, let's talk
The
about
hip hop wellness series for suicide and substance misuse prevention.
Oh, my event. I was just sharing it and supporting.
Okay, I was like, tell us about that. Well then.
No problem. So yeah, in Chicago, I have this wellness group called Evolve 333. Evolve is basically like a wellness pop-up where we host community events to teach and educate about mental health and mental health awareness. And we also teach suicide prevention. So if it's not me specifically, there are other like partners and other counselors where I'll share their information to our group to get more people like involved in just learning and participating. So the hip hop event tonight is about suicide prevention and just kind of using the genre of hip hop as a way to explain and like introduce how hip hop has been a form of releasing and a form of like letting go of, things that we can't normally talk about.
Yeah, that's actually, that's beautiful because that's very true. I was going to say a lot of with the passing of DMX, that's a very good example of that. He was very expressive in his music when it came to that. All right, cool. Well, I might check that out then. Might get something out of that myself.
So you can watch it online.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So we're probably going to roll the hot topic into some of the stuff that we've already talked about. But before we get into it, we're going to take another 2 to 3 minute break. You guys are listening to The Way with Jazz and Tay.